Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to a Sneakers Insight video, and in today's video, wear testers will be reviewing, and then I also will be just giving my thoughts on the shoe itself. But the Air Jordan 1 Shadow 2.0, I've noticed they've been doing that a lot with Jordan shoes. Instead of just releasing the OG colorway, they'll release the same colorway, but it'll just be like some differences. So kind of like with the mids that they've been releasing lately, how they came out with the royal, they came out with like two different types of the royal mids, because I know I had got some that were like royal mids. There's honestly, they released I think like 3 pairs of the royal mids, because it's the one where I think the lace holes, they're like, it's blue, and then there's like, I don't even know which box the shoes will be in, but the ones that I got where it was like there's like a slight blue like kind of in the heel area, and then there's these like paint splattered like royals, but that's like, I guess that can be considered, I don't know, man. But anyways, yeah, they've been doing that for some time now, and I'm like, bruh, just release the OG shoes. Like, I'm saying, like, I seen these ones and I do like how they look, but the main shoes I am waiting on to get, or like I am gonna try to get, are the cool grays. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. If you haven't, make sure you go show love and support to wear testers. Everybody on this channel always puts in work. So anyways, gotta take them out, sniff them. There you go. There you go. It's funny, it's like people, they find that it's weird that I do that I sniff the shoe, and I'm like, you have to. That's like one of those like unwritten rules when you buy a new pair of shoes, especially if it's like some Jordans, and it depends on what kind of Jordans it is though. But when you buy you a new pair of shoes and they just have that good smell to it, like I think it was the infrared 6s when they came out a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh my god, that. I remember I got me some foam posits. I didn't even I was just sitting there opening up the box just, just at random times, just so I could just, that's how strong it was, bruh. And I'm like, man, that's, I love it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, my thing is, like, I wish I could do it right then and there in Foot Locker, but I felt weird doing it there. But that's why I just get in the comfort of my own home, surrounded by family. I'm like, all of y'all can judge me. I do not care, and I just sniff the shoes, so.
Like a winner. Hey, what's good, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look on these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in
something
the Shadow
like
2.0
the leather
color.
kind of looks.
Now, before we get started, we
like how
have
it
a
looks,
quick word from our sponsor, and that is Soul Savvy. What is Soul Savvy? Well, that's a great question. Soul Savvy is an online sneaker community full of sneakerheads just like you and I, where we actually like to buy our sneakers, to rock our sneakers, and if we don't, we actually hook up our friends within the same community for retail. No reselling, none of that weird bull. On top of the great community aspect that they've built over there, they actually have sneaker monitors that will monitor all of the sneaker retail websites, which is extremely useful right about now because a lot of these shipments are actually delayed and late to a lot of the retailers. So if you're wondering, hey, why can't I check out over at Foot Locker or Champs, besides the usual points, which are, bots and stuff like that, a lot of which is because you're fighting for fewer pairs because a lot of them haven't actually gotten to the warehouse yet due to COVID and all that stuff.
It's also that boat.
That was the second reason. So if there wasn't enough delays, that boat that blocked the little river.
The little river.
It wasn't a little river, but it was a big ass boat and it blocked everything, man.
I know, that's
Nothing could
crazy.
get through. It was constipated. But anyways, we've been seeing a lot of restocks lately, and they're not actually restocks, they're just the actual shipments arriving, finally. So their monitors will monitor all of those websites. They'll quickly add your stuff to cart as long as you have your notifications turned on, and you can get all of this stuff for retail without stress. And so please don't waste your money on resale, man. Let those people rack up them credit card bills and interest rates. That way you can just get your stuff like a regular person for retail price. Now, if all of that stuff sounds interesting to you, you can check the link down below in the description box. It'll head you over to soulsavvy.com where you can read more about it. And with that being said,
I have to do that.
Man, this was an almost OG colorway. All right, so what I mean by that is, this is like my most worn pair of Air Jordan 1s. These and I think it's like my black and reds, the band, whatever people call them nowadays, but we just call them black and red back in the day. They are my most worn pair. This one specifically, it's just because it's such a easy colorway to wear with damn near anything. You can put on any outfit and this will look good with it.
I guarantee it.
Now these came out.
That's facts. Like you could wear like a black hoodie, a gray hoodie, and that's why I'm like, that's that's why I really want to get like the cool grays, because that's what I'm like. That's what I like about like like gray, blackish shoes and stuff. Like they honestly they do go with anything. So it's yeah, I'm like these are the actual like shadows and stuff. I remember a customer at my job, he had these and he would wear them a lot. And yeah, I was like, dang man, it's like that like it honestly it's I'm mad with myself where I'm like all these like shoes that was coming out and things, and I came into the sneaker game late. I was out there buying freaking how much with them $40-$50 like Jordan flights when I was in high school, and Converses and Air Force black Air Forces, fam. Like yeah, my sneaker game back then wasn't all that. Not compared to how it is now.
The day 1985, and this almost came out too. And I don't know if it was that they almost came out also, or that they almost came out instead of.
Yeah, it's like it was probably like one of the many like things that they wanted to do, and then they was just like, you know what, nah, let's go with the OG shadows, and then just release them when these 2.0s afterwards.
Because this was a scrapped colorway that I think is really interesting. So thanks to Instagram user SoulofFame23, some images recently popped up online, and they are of these shoes. They're actually side by side with these two, which is really cool to see. So there were some promo samples back in the 80s on these guys right here, and again, they just never released. I don't know why. There was plenty of Air Jordan 1 colorways to release. Like there was like a ton of them. Like there's a lot of sneaker colorways that release nowadays, and in the 80s that was like insane that this shoe got as many colorways as it did, because that was almost unheard of. But basically we have a kind of band or black and red color blocking with the original, and then we have a flipped Chicago style with this one, minus the white. They actually did not do a full-on Chicago.
Yeah, because they did that before.
White and gray shoe, or gray and white, depending on how you look at it. Instead, it was just a straight-up flipped, but in that Chicago style color blocking. So you still have all of the black there with all the shadow gray, and same outsoles and all of that stuff. The one thing that is different with the retail pair and the original sample is actually the lining. The interior lining was a little bit different, and I don't think that this was bad whatsoever. Will that original story be told by the brand? Honestly, I doubt it. I looked up the description or whatever on sneakers and stuff, and there was zero mention of this being a scrapped colorway. I do remember when the original remastered program, I can't even remember what year it was, but when the original remastered program hit, they were doing a lot of promotion on it being remastered and things like that, and there was one pair of Air Jordan 5s, which are now known as the pre-grapes, and it was a pair that would have released instead of the actual grapes had that colorway been approved instead of the white base colorway. I really think that they should have done something like that here with the storytelling. I think it would have hit a little bit better, especially with some OG heads that might not know. However, a lot of OG heads probably already knew that this was an alternate colorway that never released, because original Air Jordan fans are fiends, and we just deep dive into shit like nobody's business. Now, as far as tech specs are concerned, we got the greatest traction of all time, and yes, you can add the Kobe 9, you can add the Jordan 28, you can add the Penny 5. I know that's a surprising one, but it's a good one. However, they still did it like probably the best back in the 80s. And moving on up, we have a rubber cup sole. Inside of that is a PU wedge. I thought it was EVA for years, because that's how they would market it as. But as I recently found out in a video that's coming up soon, it's actually a PU wedge in there. Now, nowadays is it EVA, possibly. I don't know if these are PU or EVA, but the originals were PU. These ones could be EVA. However, there's an air sole unit wedged inside of that wedge, and that is wedged inside of this rubber cup sole, so you're not gonna feel a thing. But it's cool that it's in there. And then the upper is probably the most interesting part, because I don't think the original was quite like this. The originals, from what I could tell in images, were leather on leather. This one is actually nubuck on leather, and I don't think that either one is bad. I really like nubuck, so I'm cool with this. The thing though is that I wanna know what you guys think. Do you think that they should have released them exactly
I mean, I like it. I guess, like, if I were to, like, actually, feel it and get, like, a better looking at it, because, I feel like when I watch videos of sneakers, like, on, like, YouTube videos and stuff, I, like, when I'm actually, like, holding it and looking at it, and it's just, like, it's a different, like, feel and stuff. Like, you kind of get, like, a second opinion on it and stuff. So, that's why I'm, like, I like how it looks. And I'm just curious on how I would like overall how I would see it like face to face and things. So yeah, one day. But I like them. I like them.
The way that they originally
not the great
intended,
Jordans
or
that
include
one.
the mix up, because you never knew that that past pair existed in the first place. Now, as far as the materials go, I'm kind of surprised with the overall package here. Not because of the nubuck. The nubuck is soft as expected. It's a nice thicker cut, but it's the underlay material that I'm quite surprised that they've been cheaping out on this stuff for a little while now, and this is actually not super nice, but it's nicer than it has been. They also come with an additional pair of laces, and that way you can make them look a little bit closer to the original leaked images. I do like them best with the black laces, though, I will say. Now, as far as sizing is concerned,
I like it, but I'm like, I don't know. Knowing me, I'm different, so I'm like, I'll go and switch them out, put the gray laces in and stuff. But I mean, I do like the black ones.
True to size, they will be available locally here in the Sacramento and Elk Grove area over at Phenom. So if you are in the area, make sure that you follow them on social media, Instagram specifically. Turn on your post notifications because that's when they announce when they'll start accepting raffle tickets where you can go in store and enter to hopefully be able to win a chance to buy a pair.
Is that how that works on Instagram? I turn off all my notifications on there, but you can be like, hey, when this person posts, let me know.
Yes.
Oh. I thought it was just for when people comment on your own stuff. I didn't realize
that's a different notification thing.
Okay.
So yeah, when you turn that setting off.
I recently turned off the likes because I posted a video and it was just like likes just kept rolling in and stuff, and I'm like, that needs to stop. I ain't trying to be watching the video and I'm like, what's going on with my phone and stuff, flipping out and things. So I'm like, yeah, it's once again freaking like as soon as I started talking about it, bro. But anyways, but yeah, it's one of those things where you just gotta turn that off, especially if you're a content creator. It gets distracting.
On your phone, you are removing that setting, which I've removed.
Yeah.
Which is why I can't actually enable post notifications.
Oh.
Yeah, so sometimes I see things a little late, and I mean, it is what it is, but I don't like my phone pinging me every 2 seconds. Yeah, so exactly. No calling dark side in this, none of that stuff.
What?
That's a Justice League deep cut, man.
Okay.
But anyways, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Make sure that you check the links down below in the description box. It'll head you over to Soul Savvy where you can read all about what it means to be a Soul Savvy member.
It's very warm in here.
It is.
He's
I'm
sweating
sweating balls.
Dang, it's like that.
And with that being said,
It's like trying to promote the brand, and then it's like, dang, bruh, like that's what I'm like with me. I'm like, I don't care, this is my brand, so I'm like, I'd take this mess off if it starts getting. It's like it's cool because I got the fan on and stuff, so dang.
wipe your brow. See you tomorrow.
Is that it?
More to it. Look, he still got smell it.
Man,
But I'm like, now I'm like curious because I'm like the way he was smelling it. And I'm like, hey yo, let me go ahead and cop me a pair real quick. I'm gonna have to check my sources and stuff. There's a couple of stores that I will go to, because I'm like, I know I ain't gonna be able to get this in no Foot Locker on no app, and I don't think they said on. I'm gonna try to attempt it to buy it on sneakers because I'm like, we all know about sneakers and stuff, so. Look, the app wanted to take forever to load up. That's when you know something shady about to go down. Shadows 2, May 15. Oh, that's in 5 days. Yeah, I am going. Oh, it's the drawing. Oh, it's for the. Oh, so they do release. Dang, these are only 170. Huh. Okay. I like them though. Like I do, but I'm just like, man, they're just not the shoes that I want right now. I want me some other shoes, man. I want the cool grays. Like I'm waiting at the end of the year for the cool grays. That's the only shoes that I really care for. But anyways, and that being said, yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Wear Testers for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.